So you go to the visiting locker room to get the jerseys.
Jersey from the Mkhitaryan to our boys.
Right. So you're there and you meet Mourinho.
Mourinho, yeah.
So they give you all the jerseys, and Mourinho's like, I have a package for you.
No, like he asked me, like, it's all for you. I said, no, it's no one for me.
Right.
It's like,
so he probably saw like you weren't gonna get a jersey.
Yeah. And I gonna give to you. And he gave to me.
Wow, this is very humble.
Look, it's not finished.
Okay.
I took this gift open, and like open, it was like one jersey, and something fell down. I said, what is this?
Hey everyone, I'm Joe Rothbard and welcome to The Grind and the Glory. This is where we talk about the hustle behind the headlines and real stories behind the success. Every Thursday we drop a brand new episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and just about every other major podcast platform. This show, we keep it real. No fluff, no filters, just honest, powerful conversations with entrepreneurs, creators, leaders, doctors, actors, you name it, we've got them on the show. We talk about the setbacks, the sacrifices, the grind, and still how they found the glory on the other side. You can expect to hear stories that are going to challenge you, move you, and maybe even shift how you see your own journey. If you want more, check out our bonus clips, behind the scenes moments, and episode snippets on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, X, and all the other social media channels. Just search for The Grind and the Glory. And if you want to connect, visit thegrindandtheglory.com. You'll find more info about the show, upcoming guests, and how to reach out. If you're thinking about being on the show, send us a message, but you got to be willing to come to Miami. That's where we film. Subscribe, share, and tap in every Thursday. This is The Grind and the Glory. Now let's go.
So welcome back, everybody. We are on episode 8 now of, is it 8? I think it's 8, right? We did 7. Yeah, this is episode 8 of The Grind and the Glory. No, it's 8. It's 8. It's definitely 8. Yeah, because Artem was 7 and this is 8. Yeah. Yeah, so it is 8. Okay. No. Just let me, yeah, please. So that's Shay, everybody. Shay is our guy in the back. He's the mastermind. And so episode 8 of The Grind and the Glory, where we talk about people's grind, people's glory from all walks of life. It doesn't matter if, what's going on? What are we missing? Okay, yeah. So this is, we're very raw. We don't even have a stylist on this show. Actually, we just got a Brazilian makeup artist. Her name, is it Mariana? What is it? Yeah, Mariana. And the reason I have a makeup artist is because Sam Dorfler, who is like senior vice president of Ford in New York, Ford Models, but I knew him when he was when he was just starting off. I love you, Sam. And Sam watches the show, and Sam had said, Joe, you really need a makeup person. And the funny thing is, we had a makeup person on the previous episodes. And if she's watching, like, she's a great woman. But if you look at the previous episodes, my skin kind of looked orange. So I was like, so Shay was like, we don't need makeup. And I'm like, all right, well, we're not going to use makeup. So he's like, yeah, forget the makeup. And then I talked to Sam last week, and he saw episode 7 with Artem. And then he was like, Joe, you really need to have makeup. And I'm like, no, we don't. Why do we need makeup? And then he said, well, because on Fox News and all like the news channels, they all have makeup. So I was like, all right, fine. So I didn't even have a makeup person. And then I ended up meeting Mariana. I'm not going to tell you how I met her, but I met Mariana, and we start talking. I'm like, what do you do? And she's like, and this is like what I talk about a God incidence. I mentioned that on the previous show. She says to me yesterday, I'm at a Peak Fitness, and I'm sitting there working out. And she says to me, and I'm talking to her on the phone while I'm on the bike. And I said, what do you do? And she goes, I'm a makeup artist. And I'm like, you're what? She goes, I'm a makeup artist. I'm like, oh my God, we need a makeup artist for the show. I'm like, would you want to come on? And then she goes, okay. And she's like, but I'm like, what do you charge? And then she told me what she charged. And I'm like, oh, you're too expensive. I can't afford you. And then she gave me like a special rate. I'm not going to say what the rate is, but she gave me like a little, she wanted to help me out. So she helped me out. She gave me a rate, and now we have makeup. So you could see Igor looks very beautiful, our guest. And hopefully I look a little better. I told her not to put it too much because we're guys. We don't like all this makeup on our face. But anyway, so episode 8, Grind in the Glory. We talk about the grind. We talk about, what it takes to become successful from all walks of life, whether you're an athlete, a celebrity, a movie star, a flamenco dancer. That's a hint. I'm not going to tell you what that means, but you'll find out eventually. Whether you're a musician, whether you're an actor, whether you're a model, a female or a male model, whether you're a business owner in medical device, whether you're an attorney, we've had attorneys on this show, whether you're a robotic surgeon, whatever industry you're in, or maybe you're even a makeup artist, right? Whatever industry you're in, you have a grind. And in order to get to the glory, you have to grind. And everyone has different levels of grinding. Some people are still grinding. Some people haven't gotten to the glory. Some people have gotten to the glory, and then God has humbled them and has shattered everything, and they've had to work their way back, and they're now trying to climb back up. So I have a big respect for those people because I myself have had to grind my entire life. I just turned 50, and I'm still grinding. Like, I'm literally still grinding every day. I deal with multiple battles, and I think we all do. And sometimes, a show like this is really good where we speak the raw truth. So anyway, sorry for the long intro. With that, I want to introduce, we're on this theme of Eastern Europe, and our last guest was Artem Barankovsky, who was a former pro player who, there's a whole thing going on the internet right now about where he played, and we'll talk about this, but I didn't even know, like, everyone knows, like, actually, not everybody knows even Shakhtar. Like, people think Shakhtar is a big team in Champions League, which I think they were in Champions League, but I didn't know Shakhtar was that big of a name. So it was his dream to play for Shakhtar, this guy Artem. But the joke is he ended up playing in Kazakhstan. So there's a whole thing going on the internet right now, which, you can blame Shay and not me because I'm not the one that started this thing. He is. And, I just want to say I love the people of Kazakhstan. I'm actually a huge fan of the Kazakhstani people, and their culture is beautiful. They have amazing food. I haven't tried it, but I think we should open up some Kazakhstan restaurants here in Miami. Shay, maybe you can talk to David and see if he'll want to help us out. But anyway, with that, I want to introduce our guest today. He's got an incredible story. He has grinded his entire life. His story is actually mind-blowing. He is also Ukrainian. So I'm excited to introduce Igor Kasianenko. Welcome to the show.
For a long time I didn't see you, man.
Too long. Too long. You look good, man. First of all, like, you clean up nice. Like, when I saw you, like, I always saw you like in soccer gear, so you had a hat on, you were like, you had a huge scruffy beard. Like, you actually have like really nice eyes, like, did you get a haircut for the show?
No, you have like a very nice air in Miami area.
Oh, is that what
because
it
of
is?
this, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, like, you're a good.
Every day,
I didn't even
more younger and younger and younger here. It's Miami.
I didn't even recognize you when you were there. I'm like, that's a good looking guy, like, and I'm like, and you're like, hello. And I'm like, who is this guy? And then I realized it was you. I was like, dude, look at you. You clean up nice.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much.
So, welcome. Is this your first time doing a podcast?
It's my first time.
Okay. Are you nervous?
Kind of course.
Okay, don't be nervous because, like, look, I talk a lot, but, I talk some shit sometimes, but this is a show where you can speak freely, say what you feel comfortable with. I did bring some reposado. If you want, I will continue to offer it. I know you can't have any, but you're not playing. So, Artem couldn't drink because he was playing in the Baller League, and he literally had a game, I think, like the next day. But you're not playing. So, but I think you got to pick up your son or something from school.
I coach kids.
And you coach kids.
Yeah.
Yes. So you can't drink. No. When I coached, I won't tell you what I used to do, but but I respect that. So this is funny. You're the second Eastern European that's been on my show that won't have a drink. So and Eastern Europeans, I thought love to drink.
We're gonna destroy all these stereotypes.
Okay. And I'm not attacking the Eastern European people. Like my father's Polish, just so you know. Like he's from Szczecin, and my father used to love drinking spiritus. You know,
Kind of, yeah.
spiritus.
Yeah.
That was his drink, and vodka. He used to love drinking vodka. So I grew up with my Polish dad, so I know all about the Eastern European liquor. So again, no offense if I offered you alcohol. If you don't want to drink, you don't have to drink. So anyway, so Igor, welcome to the show. First time doing a podcast. You look great. I noticed you have very low socks. Is that like your style? Like is this how you typically wear? Like when you're not coaching, because now you coach soccer, right? So when you're not coaching, is this your style?
Yeah,
This is
kind
what
of.
you typically
kind
wear?
of like this. Like
Okay.
I like change my dress after long day with the kids. All this jersey. I'm tired from this, and I change for casual. I like
Casual.
it.
Okay. All right. So, all right. We'll talk about your fashion because I keep looking at your lack of socks. It's just staring at me. I don't know why. Okay. So let's go back to the beginning with you, Igor. Okay. So where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine, and
Where in
from city from the east of Ukraine. It's like close to border of Russia.
Donetsk?
No, it's Lugansk. It's like
Lugansk. How do you say
it's
it?
Lugansk, like this.
Lugansk. Okay.
Yeah, like
All
it's close to Donetsk.
Okay.
Also, and
So you're
for
close to-
for me, if you spoke with Artyom previously, like everyone speak like war start in 2022, but for us, war start in 2014.
14, correct.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, I
and-
mentioned that on the show, actually, because he was playing for a team in Donetsk, and I told him, I think Russia initially invaded Ukraine in 2014, correct?
Yeah. And
Okay.
like
Was your city invaded too?
yeah, it's first one.
Oh, before Donetsk.
Same time.
Same time.
Same time. I think like.
And obviously they went to the eastern cities first because
Of
that
course,
was the
it's
closest to the border.
Yeah, but it's a very interesting story. You know, like nobody spoke before. I didn't hear too much about this, but it start slowly, and
All right, but hold on. Let's go back because I don't want to get to the war yet. Because when were you born? How old are you? You're 39, right?
1987, I think.
1987. Okay.
Yeah, like
And you were born in
in
this
USSR.
in Russia.
USSR.
Okay, wait. Explain. Okay, I'm confused.
Look, like Ukraine was part of USSR,
Yes.
and I was born 1987.
So you're technically Russian.
I'm technically from a country who's died. I'm from USSR. It's no country anymore
Wow.
like USSR.
But USSR was
Look,
Russian.
if you go to my transfer market,
Yeah.
there's a place of birthday USSR, country of birthday USSR, not Ukraine, not Russia. I don't know who posted this, but it's in official media.
So you're my first Russian guest.
I'm not Russian.
No, but you're from USSR.
But
Everybody in the
be
United
honestly,
States knows
Artyom-
USSR is
Artyom
Russia.
also born from USSR.
So he's Russian too.
Like no, all not Russian. It's not USSR.
Okay.
You
But I know.
don't
okay.
be confused because
No,
like
but Igor.
before it was one country.
Yes, I understand
We
that.
call this USSR. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Got it. Understand.
Ukrainian USSR. I don't know. Like George side, Kazakhstan. It's all was USSR.
When did Ukraine separate from the USSR?
1991.
91. Okay. So, just so you understand American history, when, for example, in hockey, when we played the Soviets in 1980, the famous Olympic gold medal game, we played against the USSR. So when you say USSR to me, I immediately think Russian. So that's why I'm saying, oh, you're Russian. I'm not saying like you're not
Yeah.
Ukrainian. I'm saying when you say USSR, for the people like me, I'm 50 years old, I remember USSR as Russia, the Soviets. So that's why so you understand the difference, right?
You're not only one. My mom, she also think like she's from
Okay.
Russia. Understand? But
Okay.
It's normal. It's normal for
so
people.
listen,
like
you taught
for-
me something new today. I didn't
Yeah,
know
like
that.
born there. I studied there all my life in this small city, and I be a soccer player for the young level. And my dream was always be inside of the football soccer. Okay.
So you played football
Like young level, like MLS Next here, for example. It's like.
When did you first pick up a ball?
Good question.
I mean, when did you fall in love with the sport?
I think it's because my father, like he always watch football, and in this time I realized like it was 1997, and I think first game what I really remember it was final of Champions League, Ajax against Juventus.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Hold on. So I want to go back to this USSR thing because now it's like in my head. Did you want to play hockey ever?
No, man, we're from Ukraine. Ukraine is not hockey side.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
It's football side.
Okay, fine.
If you're gonna take a national team of USSR, you're gonna check there most football players from Ukraine.
Oh, I didn't know
Blakhin, he's from Ukraine. He's
why the Russian
golden ball.
That's why the Russian teams are not very good in football, right?
Belanov also it's from Ukraine, and my parents call me Igor because of in 1986 Belanov. I think
who's Belanov?
He won a golden ball.
Oh,
yeah, like we have. I think
that's how you got your name.
I think we have three football players who won golden ball. It's Blakhin, Belanov, and Shevchenko.
And Shevchenko.
You know Shevchenko.
Yeah, of course. Everybody knows Shevchenko.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's interesting, because like in like the Argentinian culture, a lot of parents, they call their kid Diego because of Diego Armando Maradona, right? And in Brazil, like what do they call what do most of the parents call their sons? They don't call him Pelé. Who's the famous player they call like from Brazil? Do they have do they have that in Brazil? No, he made up a very good point. Yeah. His name's Igor because most dads were very proud of Igor Belanov, sorry. So Argentinians have Diego Maradona or Messi, Leo. A lot of parents are now calling their kid Leo. So I'm asking, do they have that in Brazil? Yes or no? Ronaldo. So everyone calls him Ronaldo. Okay. So same thing. You see that's interesting. In the U.S., we have none because there's no great U.S. player. Maybe Christian Pulisic will be great.
You have to wait a little bit. I feel it's going to be growing. Well,
I hope so, man. I mean, we're going to the World Cup this year, and I'm not too hopeful, but we'll see. We'll talk about that. All right. So they called you Igor. You fell in love with football.
Yeah.
You played that sport. Were you a good football player?
Middle level. I cannot say I was really bad, but I was not perfect player. And
why weren't you a perfect player? Like, were you just not fast? Were you not technical?
No, I was not so technical. I was like this hard work player who.
I could see that you were like a gritty guy on the field, right?
Yeah, and so I think I understand the situation. I understand my level, and I tell to my parents, unfortunately, I think it's no chance to me. And they say, okay, go to college and study there. I finished my college. It was...
Where'd you go to college?
Finance education.
What?
Finance.
Finance?
I have finance education, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're a finance guy. My son is studying finance.
Yeah, I worked for government, I think 1 year after my... when I finished.
How old were you at this point?
21, 22.
21.
Yeah,
okay.
22.
So you're 21 years old. You finish college or university.
Yeah,
I guess.
kind of university.
What city was the university in?
Same city with my Western Lugansk. Yeah.
So you graduated in finance. So you got a job working for the government. What were you doing?
I sit there and drink coffee.
That was your job.
That was my job. It was very boring. It was not for me. And
You didn't like sitting behind a desk.
and
I hate sitting behind a desk. Like even sitting in this chair, I'm like losing my mind. But
Yeah, I decided, and I spoke with my parents. Like, no, it's not for me.
yeah.
And then, like, I heard something like new academy just opened in our city, and academy, yes. And I know some coaches there, and I call them and say, could be like volunteer. He said, okay, come to us. I've been there like volunteer 3 months, just for fun because I like it. And they tell me, hey, well, like we want to give you some job. Do you want to take it? I say, yeah, why not?
What job did they give you?
Conditioning coach for young players.
Conditioning coach.
Yeah.
What is? Explain to the audience, because I know what a conditioning coach is, but explain what a football conditioning coach is in Ukraine. What did you do?
So I try to teach kids how to work with your body, how to connect your brain to your foot.
But your degree is in finance.
Yeah, but like all my life, I did this job. I did soccer,
Okay.
and and I know all of this exercise. And be honest, like we have very good education in school. What you don't have in your country right now for PE, it's terrible in your country.
Oh, wow, you're taking a shot at our country.
No,
okay.
like,
okay. All right.
And like
Okay.
they teach us how to run, they teach us how to jump, they teach us how to use your body.
Right.
And connect.
So
this.
we don't know how to jump or use our body. I mean, we have LeBron. We have like some of the best athletes in the world.
In school, like middle school and elementary school,
Right.
Unfortunately, PE, it's in trouble.
Well, it wasn't when I was growing up. When I
Not
was
now.
growing up,
Oh, not previously, but now
yeah.
it's
No,
in
now
trouble.
it's a joke. I agree.
And like they teach us, and I know all of these things.
So
how
like,
to
what
do
did you
this.
like? What things? Like, I'm curious. Like, what did you learn? What's the difference between PE in Ukraine versus the U.S.?
Oh, what is different?
Because you're telling me we don't know how to jump. So how do you jump in Ukraine?
Like they give you some exercise and show to how to do this. They explain to the how run over barrier. They explain to you how to run sprint.
Really?
Yeah, like because there was
They teach you the mechanics of running?
Yeah, teachers was like previously professional sportsmen. Understand?
Wow.
They used like some competition before. They was like really professional. In my education, in my school, and
the PE coaches or the PE teachers. Sometimes you get athletes that are PE teachers, but I'm remembering some of my PE teachers. They were like 250 pounds, eating donuts, making us run laps.
No,
they definitely didn't teach us technique on how to run and the mechanics of
if
running.
we can speak about PE, and I spoke with some parents, and they told me like, hey man, when I was a kid, after PE, I go to shower because I was so tired.
Right.
And now, it's nothing about this. It's nothing. Unfortunately, like they should think about how to change this system because system.
All right. Okay. Well, and we'll get.
It's my opinion. So
We'll get to that.
And continue. Like I start be a coach, just assist of head coach of some academic coaches, and condition coach.
Okay.
My work starts from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. Almost all day I was there with different ages. I teach them how to make fast feet, acceleration.
How to make fast feet. Okay.
Fast feet, yeah.
Like speed and agility.
Yeah, speed, agility exercise, all of this. Make some special warm-up with the ball because it's not typical of condition coach. I did everything with the ball. I did this job like 2 years. And one day I have, gut
incidents?
Gut accidents, yeah.
Oh, you learned that from my last show.
Yeah.
It's very true. So
call.
So for those that didn't watch the last show, I basically say there's no such thing as a coincidence. Everything is a God incidence. So that's what he's referring to. So you had a God incident.
God accidents.
What happened?
My professional team, they was in last position in the table.
When you say professional team, you mean?
I mean, like I work in academy.
You worked in the academy.
Yeah,
Okay.
and professional, it's like high level. It's like kind of Inter Miami in your city, yeah. And they was in last position.
Okay.
So and they changed the
Are we
coach.
good? Yeah.
They changed the coach, and in this moment they need some conditioning coach because they don't have a staff and nobody believes in them. Like
What was the name of the team?
Zarya Lugansk.
Zarya Lugansk.
Zarya Lugansk.
And they
yeah.
played where? In the first division?
High level division, first division, yeah.
Say high level, first
yeah,
division.
first division,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
And there's like one coach, he know me, and he called to me. I remember this day. It was like very like great day, rain with snow. I walk
Like
and
your
pick up,
typical day in
yeah,
Ukraine.
I pick up. Yeah, actually yes. I pick up a
It's not like
phone.
it's sunny in Ukraine.
Pick up a phone and say, "Hey man, I wait you in opposite side of the stadium. We're gonna go to training session. You're gonna make warm up for first team." I was get a shock, like
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, how is possible? I came in and spoke with head coach. It's very famous now coach in Ukraine, Yuri Vernidub. He said, "Okay, Igor, don't worry. I know it's your first experience. Make some warm up to first team, like professional players. Just don't worry." And I go out from the room and like I walk. It was a really long hall.
Yeah.
I walk almost to the end, and there was a small spot, and there was one football player, famous football player.
Who?
Shukhavtsev.
Okay.
Is his second name, and he smoked cigarette and
Nice.
drink one coffee, and he look at me. I look at him. He smoked cigarette, and he, "Hey man, are you nervous?" He told to me,
Right.
"Yes, I'm nervous." Coffee. Don't be nervous. It was my first like word from professional players.
Yeah,
with
man.
one cigarette, with
It's
coffee.
the old days
As-
when players smoked a cigarette before they went out on the
And
field.
he told me like, "Don't worry, man." And I started like this. Yeah, it was nice.
Let me tell you. Sorry, man. You just bring up a memory. If you watch my last episode, I played for Ukrainian Siege. All these guys were ex-Eastern European guys, and they would be smoking cigarettes before the game, right? Literally, they would be smoking a cigarette, right? And after the game, after we would have a game, and this was high-level semi-pro, like we didn't have the MLS back then. I was 16 years old, okay? I'd be in the locker room with these guys. They're all showering after the game. They got a cigarette in their mouth. You know what they made us do? It was tradition. We played in this, and for people in Jersey, they're going to remember this place. It was a famous place. It was called Farcher's Grove. You wouldn't know this, Igor. Farcher's Grove was owned by Germans, and that was our training ground. It was in Union, New Jersey, and it was a dirt field. Okay, we used to joke because there was like rocks and glass on this field, but that's where Ukrainian Siege had their home games, and we trained. And when I made the team, after every match, there was a big German bar attached to the thing. So the tradition was, after every game, we would get our asses kicked or play a very tough game. We'd shower, and as a team, we would all go to the bar. We would drink, eat French fries, and smoke cigarettes. And that's how football was back in the day. Now it's, people don't even smoke anymore, but that's how it was back in the day. So you just bring back some really fond memories. So obviously you were nervous. You walk out on the pitch. What happens?
Oh, just
Normal.
I did my job. I know.
Were all the players like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah. It was like this. And
Did they bust your balls a little bit?
Kind of, because I was same almost age with them, but younger. I was more younger, so half of players. No, I did my job good, and
Did they fire the previous conditioning coach? What happened?
they fire all coaching staff, because it was in last
place.
last
Yeah.
place.
So they cleaned house.
Clean everything, and they for next months they invite me to the camp with all
New staff.
new staff to the camp. Yeah,
So you were the strength and conditioning coach for the first team.
yeah.
Wow.
And
That
so
would be an
I'm,
awesome feeling.
And so we start win game for game. Like we have 10 games, And from these 10 games, we should gonna take, I think, 15 points or 16 points. And
you won
inside of
5 or
these 10
6
games,
games.
we have 2 games against, one game against Dynamo Kyiv and 1 game against Shakhtar Donetsk.
And did you beat them?
And listen, in the last 2 games we have against Dynamo Kyiv and Shakhtar, they compete with them like for get first place.
Yeah.
And Shakhtar called to our general manager and tell like we're gonna give you 1 million bonus if you're gonna get some points from Dynamo Kyiv. Guess what happened?
Whoa, wait. They called your team.
Like general manager, not
General manager
So
called the team
so general manager
and
yeah.
said, "We will give you guys
Bonus.
a bonus
bonus. Yeah,
if you get at least 1 point."
at least 1 point from them. Yeah,
And
and we tie.
holy shit!
We tie 0-0.
What place were you guys in?
With this point, we get safety position. With this, we take we take one this point.
How many teams are in the division?
It was I think 16 or 18 or 16 in this time. I don't remember.
What's relegation and what's promotion?
What do you mean relegation?
What are in England, for example? I think it's the bottom 3 teams that get
2
relegated.
teams.
So
drop
2 teams.
and 2 teams.
So you guys were safe.
With this point, we're gonna we take the safe. It was like double bonus to us because we stay on the for next season.
And you got a bonus.
And we get a bonus from Shakhtar Donetsk, like 1 million.
Did you get any of that money?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, good for you, man.
Kind of.
Good for
Not
you.
like all coaches, but I get.
What's the currency? What was the currency back then?
I think for players.
No, what's the actual name of the currency? Like now it's the euro. But in Germany of the mark, Italy
Dollar.
of the lira, what was it in Ukraine?
In Ukraine, like
What did you call the currency?
I know, like, but I cannot explain to you well. Like,
No,
how
what's the name of it?
Grivna?
Grivna.
Grivna, it's like our money, yeah.
It's like dollar.
Dollar, yeah. Like
Okay.
Our money, but
So you got a lot of grivna.
no, we have a lot of dollars.
They paid you in dollars?
Yeah, they pay in dollars, of course.
Okay, I am so confused.
No, it's
because
like
in the last episode, Artem was telling me the people in Tajikistan and Uzbekistan paid him in dollars.
Yeah.
But why aren't they paying
What
you
do you
in
think?
grivna?
Why are you most stronger country on the world? Because everyone use dollars. They come to us with a box of money and say yes. It's
Box of cash in dollars.
In dollars.
It's like a movie, man.
It's not movie. It's life.
Okay, whatever.
It's a life. And,
All right.
Yeah, and we stay in league. Everyone was happy. Shakhtar Donetsk was happy.
Wow.
We was happy. And
So how old are you at this point?
23, 24, 23, I think, like something like this. It's after this I bought my first car.
Your first car?
Yeah. After this bonus, I bought.
What kind of car did you buy?
Subaru Impreza.
Subaru?
Yeah, Subaru. I don't know why.
Why the hell would you get a Subaru? Why wouldn't you get like a Porsche or you couldn't afford that? That was too expensive. Yeah.
I didn't say everyone get $1 million.
Right.
I say all team get $1 million.
I was like, I thought you were telling me you bought a Mercedes. You're like, I bought a Subaru.
You have to understand.
Okay.
I take not
No, I
all
know.
money.
You were the conditioning guy. So how old are you at this point, Igor, after that first season?
22,
22.
22,
Okay.
23 years.
22. So what happened? You how long were you with that team?
7 years. 7
7 years
7
as the
years.
strength and conditioning coach. Okay. And did you
No, like conditioning coach, and in the end, I was like assistant head coach.
So when you're on the first team, you're going to all the games, right? So
Yeah.
the away games, where were you playing? All over, Ukraine,
Yeah.
Russia?
No, like we. How I remember, like we have only one friendly game in Russia previously. Like it's before.
Did you ever
2014.
leave Ukraine on that team, or you always stayed in Ukraine?
No, we do competition Champions League. Oh, not Champions League. European League.
Europa League.
Europa
So you
League,
made the Europa
Yeah,
League.
yeah.
So you finished in the top.
We finish in the.
How do you qualify?
On the bottom, and step by step, year by year, we are growing to third place in Ukraine.
So So in that division, what was the division called?
Premier League of Ukraine.
Premier League of Ukraine. Okay, what teams get to go to Champions League and what teams get to go to Europa League?
Two teams go to Champions League and 3 teams go to Europa League.
Okay, so if I had a guess, usually it was Dynamo Kiev and Donetsk, Shakhtar Donetsk, that made Champions League, right? Most of the time. Were there any other teams that ever made it?
Dnipro. And Metalist.
Metalist. And Artem played for...
Metallurg. It's
Metallurg.
like second team from Donetsk.
Okay. And Europa League was how many teams could go to Europa League?
I think to group stage, only one.
One. So you had to be in third place.
Yeah.
Okay, so you made Europa League. That's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
So when you played, what were some of the teams you played against in Europa League?
Manchester United.
You played Manchester United.
Yeah,
Where? In Manchester?
Yeah,
or?
in Manchester.
That had to be an amazing feeling.
Yeah, I have a nice story about this. Like
what year was this?
It was 2016. 2016.
So
and
was Ronaldo playing there?
No, it's Jose Mourinho.
Mourinho was the coach.
Okay. Ibrahimovic, Pogba,
Ibrahimovic was there. Oh
Rooney,
my God!
All of this band.
So Wayne Rooney was there.
Yeah.
Pogba was there.
Pogba,
I remember those
Ibrahimovic,
years.
Pogba, De Gea, Mkhitaryan. All
so
of
you
this.
played against those guys?
Yeah, like.
Did you get destroyed?
No.
What was the score?
We lost 1-0 on
nice.
Old Trafford, and we lost, I think, 3-0 at home.
At home.
Like,
but
it's
respectable.
It's nothing.
Well, yeah. Who else? What are the
and
big?
in this year, Manchester they win this Europa League.
They won the Europa League.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's respect, man. That's huge.
Yeah,
That's huge.
I have a
What's the name? What was the name of your team again?
Zorya Lugansk. And
Zorya, and they still play today.
Yeah.
So if they're watching, the people from Zorya Lugansk, hello, in what city is that?
Lugansk.
Lugansk. Wow. I'm sure they're going to watch this episode and they're going to be like, yeah, we lost to Manchester United only 1-0 in Old Trafford.
No, and it was a nice story about this. I was still like most younger coach in our staff team.
Yeah.
And our CEO, general manager, he come to me and say, Igor, like I have small issue. So what's like we don't have a lot of spots on the bench during the game, and you're gonna make warm up, and unfortunately like you have to leave. And I said, I was so like us. Oh man, and no, but I have.
Did you tell your family I'm gonna be on TV?
He told me I have a like VIP ticket. If you want, you can use it. But only one issue: you have to dress like a
normal person.
No, normal person. It have to be like I forget this name.
In a suit.
But I said I don't have like nothing. Like man, it's VIP tickets. I called to my wife. Say, hey honey, send money to my bank card. And I go to shop and I buy some suit. I buy some shoes, and I have.
Wait, but hold on! You didn't have enough money to buy suit. Like what were they paying you in?
Ukraine,
you were paid in dollars.
In Ukraine, like you'd never. Previously, you never like hold your money in bank account. You hold money by the cash because you never trust.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and like I don't have in this moment a cash, and she sent me money, and I bought everything.
So people don't keep their money in bank accounts in Ukraine?
Before,
okay.
But maybe
everybody walked around with cash.
This was small cash and
dollars.
Yeah, and we get.
You go to the supermarket, you're like, I'm paying you in dollars.
Right. I think in 1998 it was like this. we use this money.
Crazy. Okay.
And I came to entrance, and the entrance was big, huge guy. Security, and I came with 2 persons. They also from staff, and they didn't buy nothing. Like they was like, and say no, you 2 of you know you will not get in. They give them like normal ticket. Go there, and you can go in. I go in, and there was an elevator. I get up, and guess who was there?
Who?
Sir Alex Ferguson.
You're kidding me.
I make a picture with him, and Bobby Charlton.
What'd you say? Bobby Charlton
Bobby
was there?
Charlton was
and
there.
Sir Alex Ferguson.
Sir Alex Ferguson, both.
Okay. What did you say to them when you were in the elevator with them?
Can I make a picture?
Oh my God.
That's it. I was in my
You didn't
mind.
tell them, like, listen, I'm the trainer. You didn't like,
Come on, like.
no, but seriously,
No.
like, you'd be like, listen, I'm not like an
No,
ordinary guy.
we go all together. We go.
Did you
this,
speak English?
Little bit, just little bit.
Oh, yeah. So you
I was
probably-
so poor level of this, and like
Yeah.
I get in, like, and there's like pool of these people. They just drink wine, speak together.
Yeah,
It was-
you were in the VIP suite.
And like I got a shock there, and yeah, it was
So who?
nice.
Wait. So who else was in that VIP suite?
Some players who didn't get in on roster, like Mkhitaryan, I saw him there.
He was there.
The hair.
The hair was
The
there.
hair was there, and it was Walter Samuel. If you
Walter Samuel. Yeah, I
he's like
remember him.
assistant coach of
Yeah,
national
yeah,
team of
yeah,
Argentina.
Yeah.
He was there. Yeah, he was there. I also
So you okay? Hold on. So you're in a suit. You're walking around the VIP lounge
As
at
the
Old
conditioning
Stafford
coach.
as the condition, and no one knows you're the conditioning coach.
No.
You're there in a suit, all nervous. Did you drink anything to calm down?
maybe
or?
wine. Maybe
You had some wine. So you're just like brushing up against the hair and all these. Did you talk to them?
No. They sit behind me.
You just sit-
yeah,
did you talk to
I
any-
sit in front of them. They sit behind me.
Did you talk to anybody?
No, we talk. We talk with our staff. Who was CEO and was president of Premier League of Ukraine.
He was there.
He was there.
So you were rolling with like all these like.
Yeah, it was.
That's
it
crazy.
was crazy experience for me. Like I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much to CEO. He gave me this ticket. I don't need this bench. Close to
That's
the
better
field.
than the bench.
Yeah.
You're networking with like the power players at that point.
No, it was good experience to me. Like
Wow.
something else.
And that was the game they lost 1-0.
One Ibrahimovic score in like almost not in the end of the game, but like second half.
I'm trying to remember when Ibrahimovic was with Manchester United.
He was in Manchester United.
He didn't have a great season, right?
I don't know. They won Europa League, and there was like not.
Yeah,
last-
but it's not Champions League; it's Europa League. I mean, no offense, Europa League is amazing, but I'm trying to remember Ibrahimovic that year. He didn't score that many goals, actually, right?
No, I don't think so. But I, be honest, I don't remember so much.
Yeah, I remember. Rooney was scoring a lot of goals, I think, that year.
In the end, like when game is finished, I go to the dressing room and I saw Rooney.
Did you take a picture with Rooney?
Yeah, it was a piece of pizza and little bit beer.
Oh, that's amazing.
I cannot say like it's alcohol or zero alcohol, but it was
Yeah.
bottle of beer and a piece of pizza.
They celebrate. All the pro players after a game, they have a beer.
But he didn't play this game.
He didn't play? Why?
I don't know. He
Why?
sit on the bench.
Ibrahimovic played.
Ibrahimovic played and he didn't play this game.
Wait a minute. So that's right. I'm remembering there was a rivalry
Yeah.
because they were both number 9.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So Rooney was on the bench and Ibrahimovic was playing. I wonder if they had a rivalry. They probably did.
Yeah, let's.
Well, you wouldn't have known that. You're
for
with
me,
your
like,
team.
it was no
You were
really
just like,
matter.
you were just like
I was in my dream, man.
It was a dream for you.
I
You're in
was my
Manchester
dream.
United.
I was in Old Trafford. I was in VIP. I've been in locker room.
Let me tell you, man. And I'm sorry to interrupt you, but so I went with my sons. We went to White Hart Lane, where Tottenham. Have you ever been in White Hart Lane?
No.
Okay. That stadium, insane. I think it's one of the best stadiums in Europe right now. But so my son is a Tottenham Hotspurs fan, right? And of all the teams in London, in England, like I always wanted to go see Manchester United. I wanted to go see Arsenal, or I wanted to see Liverpool. Like those were the teams I wanted, or Chelsea. My son chose Tottenham as his favorite team. So I didn't know this, but and I won't, we won't talk too much about it. But when we went to the Tottenham game, it's in the worst part of London. So you have this beautiful stadium, and I'll never forget, I walked in there into the stadium, and you have to like walk to get to the stadium. And you literally have to go through a pretty rough part of North London to get to Tottenham Stadium, which is, I guess, called White Hart Lane. And I just remember, man, games in England are different, you know? The crowds, the way they cheer. I mean, you probably felt that when...
You can say entourage, you know this word.
Entourage?
Yeah, it's what around this, when you feel this, when people like sing.
When they're singing in unity.
Yeah.
Like, I remember listening to the Tottenham Hotspur, you know, and I got, there's a whole funny thing, I'll share it one day. I got yelled at by a local Hotspurs fan because it's Hotspur, and I was saying Hotspurs, and the guy got so pissed at me. He's like, he was drunk, you know, he was a drunk fan, and I was just like, I was actually interviewing him, and I'm like, yeah, my son is a Tottenham Hotspurs fan, and he goes, a what? A what? And I'm like, Hotspurs, and he goes, what? You know, in his English accent, and I'm like, Hotspurs. He's like, it's Hotspur. Hotspur, and he got like offended at me, and I was just like, "I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm from Miami." He's like, "Well, go back to your little blog and tell your fans it's Hotspur." And I was like, "Bro, this guy's like an asshole," you know. So I'm sitting there and I'm interviewing this guy, and then we end the interview, and he gives me a hug, right? And I'm like, "Lo, what's your name?" And this is how I knew he was drunk. He's like, "My name's Tommy Hotspur." I'm like, "Fuck you, man," you know. But anyway, it was a funny moment I had. Watching these games, but you're right, man. The environment in England is untouchable.
Yeah,
you know,
it's something special.
I saw Tottenham versus Chelsea, Tottenham versus Liverpool. I mean, I saw a Champions League game. Tottenham played against a team from Denmark. It was Denmark's team, Copenhagen. You had to see how these Copenhagen fans were screaming. They came all together. And they were cheering for their team. I have this video. I'm going to share it with the audience so they can remember this. But like, it was incredible, the environment. You know, it was like, it was so emotional, you know, to be there. And the way the fans like yell at each other during the game, you know, like you have to be in the stadium to understand it. They were fighting, literally. They had to come and like break up the fans from fighting. That passion in football, like, I don't think people here understand how passionate football is in Europe, you know? So, you know, I'm going on a tangent, but I just have so many memories from England.
Yeah, I spoke about this with some people from Miami, and they told me you have to go to college league, football college league.
College?
Yeah, like there's crazy something like this. I never been football.
American football. Oh, yeah. So that's our version of it.
It's like more similar.
Yes. If you go to, for example, to like an FSU game, a University of Alabama game, these people are singing like cults, like their chants. They're singing like all in unison. I mean, it's insanity for college football. That's our version of soccer. There's no sport like it. Like college football, people lose their minds. I never understood it, but that's a whole thing. So anyway, so you play Manchester United. What other big teams did you play against in your 7 years there? Any other big names?
No, if we speak like Feyenoord.
Feyenoord, Holland.
Fenerbahce.
Okay.
Braga, Portuguese. Then
so the biggest one was
Hertha,
Man U.
Berlin,
Man U was the biggest
like okay. And I have like nice story with Jose Mourinho.
You guys never made Champions League, right?
No, of course not. No, I have one when we play at home. In the end of the game, they beat us 3-0, and one of our players, he told me like, Igor, after the game, there's Henrik Mkhitaryan, he should give some jersey to our boys. Can you go there, just take it, because like I cannot. I just.
You're talking about the exchange of jerseys after the game.
After the game.
Yeah, it's like
and I can up to a locker room of close to Manchester United. As was Jose Mourinho stay there. I'm like,
nice.
Yeah, blah blah blah, and he asked me, "Oh, it's all jersey for you?" I say, no, man, like it's no one for me. I give everything for players. Like Henrik gives this gift to our boys. Wait, I have something for you. Mourinho, yeah. He go to locker room and back with a kind of package, like with a band, like some gift. But it was T-shirts, like a jersey, like but like a gift,
like a gift package.
No, not like a gift package, just like so accurate package.
Like a very nice put together package.
Yeah. And I surprised. Thank you, sir.
He gave it to you?
Give it to me. I appreciate it. Yeah. I make also pictures. Go to my locker room. Then I was give all this jersey to
so you
boys.
had to. Okay, hold on. I need to understand the story. So you go to the visiting locker room to get the jerseys.
Jersey from the Mkhitaryan to our boys.
Right. So you're there and you meet Mourinho.
Mourinho, yeah.
So they give you all the jerseys, and Mourinho's like, "I have a package for you."
No, like he asked me, like, "It's all for you." I said, "No, it's no one for me."
Right.
It's like,
so he probably saw like you weren't gonna get a jersey.
Yeah. And I gonna give to you, and he gave to me.
Wow, this is very humble.
Look, it's not finished.
Okay.
I took this gift open, and like open, it was like one jersey, and something fell down. I said, "What is this?" There's some underwear, socks inside. What is this? I took everything back and come to him back and say, "Serious, it was some mistake. There's some underwear and socks and." Oh man, it's my assistant coach. He's so pedant, and he put everything so like accurate. And I think it's some gift because he was like on the table, and he just take it and give, like as usually on the table they have some gift present.
Okay.
And Jose think it's like some gift present, like to fans, and he just took it from there and give to me, but it was from his assistant coach.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to follow, Igor. So you're saying that in this gift box, okay?
It was not gift box. It was very accurate jersey.
It was neatly packaged.
Yes.
It was a jersey, but there was underwear.
Underwear and socks.
Was it clean underwear?
Man, so I didn't check.
They were in the same package?
In the same package, yeah. And he say, "Oh man, like by accident, he like."
So the assistant coach's underwear and socks were in the package.
I give back this gift. He gave me back some jersey from after.
Did you bring it back to Mourinho?
Of course.
He said, "Here's your underwear."
Man, sorry, this was like.
Was he embarrassed?
Yeah, he smiled. Man, sorry. He told me 100 times sorry about this situation. No, and he's different.
Different how?
He's different. What we all of us see on the real life.
You see a hard ass.
No. He's different.
He's humble.
He's so nice person. He's amazing.
I figured that.
He's like. I saw one moment on the before before the game, kids come out with football players, and one kid have like not how to say laces. Laces was not ready, and he come to him and make his laces like how to say in English.
Yeah, he tied his shoes.
He ties his shoes. Yeah, he ties his shoes.
So he'll humble himself to tie someone's shoes. That's the biggest sign of humility, man.
He's a good person.
So since you're so humble, Mourinho, here's my formal invite to you to come on our humble little show, The Grind and the Glory, and talk about your grind. So I just put it out there. We'll see if he's going to ignore it. He's going to be like, who is this idiot?
Unfortunately.
But, yeah.
Okay, it's nice memory. It's nice memory for me. All of this experience is Europa League. And then was some situation after 2018, and I decided to move to I decided to stop with the Zarya Lugansk, and I decided to move to United States first my time because it was something.
Why did you want to stop?
It's like some difficult situation in my life because I was from Lugansk side, and some part of my family start work for Russian government, and I feel like I get some pressure from people.
That had to be tough.
Yeah, and some of person tell me, Igor, I feel like you have to leave Ukraine for now. It's not to safety to you and to your family.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's some of men who I trust, and I follow his words, and like I sold everything, and we moved to Miami for vacation, like just understand what happened there, because it was like something fast and quick.
It was sudden.
Yeah, I have to do this very quick, and we just go to vacation, like because our friends live here, we can stay here 1 month, and
You knew people here already.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, there's a lot of Ukrainians. See, I was telling Artem this. They're full of Eastern Europeans in South Florida.
yeah.
So had you ever been to Miami before?
Yeah, like for vacation.
Oh, you would come.
Yeah, before like in 2000.
So you knew Miami.
Yeah, 2017, I think we've been here. Like we went Miami. Like we stay 1 month here with my family. I love this area. It's amazing. And like when just we come to Miami, stay 1 week, and I have one offer from Kazakhstan, Astana. It's a champion.
Here we go again with Kazakhstan.
Champion of Astana, like a lot of times. And I have this offer. I tell to my wife, "Oh, if it's good offer, we have to use it." And like we go to Kazakhstan.
So you went to Kazakhstan too?
Yeah, I went to Kazakhstan and stayed there 2 years.
Shay, I think we're trying to move past Kazakhstan, but I don't think Kazakhstan wants to move past us. Here we go back to Kazakhstan again. Oh my God. All right. So, okay. So you go, now you're in Kazakhstan. Oh my God.
We are in Kazakhstan and we are...
Oh my Lord. All right.
We are deserve playing Europa League. And guess which team I have in my group stage?
Who?
Manchester United.
Again?
Again. Feyenoord. And, oh no, stop, my bad. Not Feyenoord. AZ.
All right, hold on. Let's talk about this team in Astana, because I'm learning about... Have you ever eaten Kazakhstani food?
It's kind of heavy food.
Well, I'm learning about it. Apparently they have very good meat.
It's good.
Right. And they have their dancing is interesting too, you know, like I saw a video of them dancing. They have
people friendly.
Very friendly people.
People friendly. Inside of Kazakhstan, they're friendly.
Did you go to Kazakhstan a lot when you were living
never.
in Europe?
I've been there the first time, like for my life.
Okay.
It's
so
nice
you went
experience.
to Astana, which is the
Astana,
capital
of Kazakhstan, yeah.
Okay. So hello again to everyone from Kazakhstan. You see, we're talking about your country in a very positive way.
Kazakhstan.
We're promoting. We love Kazakhstan. Okay. So you're in Astana.
Yeah.
Right? You're playing for what team?
Astana.
The team's called
Astana.
Astana.
Yeah.
They're the best team in Kazakhstan.
You should know about Astana a little bit more, because there's like a bike team, Astana, very famous.
A what?
Bike, you know, like...
Bicycle?
Bicycle team. It's famous. One of the famous
You mean
teams.
cycling team?
Cycling, yeah.
Okay,
cycling.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
It's very famous team on the world. Cycle
Really?
team, Astana, yeah. Like,
Did you know?
Who knows about this sport, they should know this.
Did you know, Shay, that Kazakhstan had a world famous cycling team?
Now you know.
Not. Oh, you know. Number two, what? Prostitute. What are you talking about? Okay,
It's like it's not about my part.
Cut that from the thing. We're
Yeah,
talking
it's
about.
not for my part of life.
Yeah. Okay, we're talking about cycling. Okay.
Yeah,
so
okay, and yeah. So
what else is Astana known for? I mean, I heard they're like the Dubai of Central Asia. Is that true?
Astana, yeah. Astana.
It's a very modern city.
They're very modern. They're
Yeah.
like probably like Miami or downtown. You know, like.
It's funny because, you know, I didn't know much about Kazakhstan. Obviously, this movie with Borat came out where everybody was talking. No, but I say it like
the destroy of.
Right. And when I saw it, you know, obviously I knew I'm sure the people from Kazakhstan were like, man, that's got to be offensive, you know, like, and they got offended by it. But in the same way, it's like, hold on, no one knows your country, you know. He's bringing publicity to your country. If anything, that's going to be good for the country of Kazakhstan, right? So that was my thought behind all that. Like, yes, he's obviously making fun of it. I think they shot it in Romania, right? Like when they made that movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the movie.
I saw the movie. It was somewhere from.
It wasn't. It
looks
wasn't
like
even
Romania.
It wasn't even in.
Sorry for Romania, but it looks like Romania.
No, I think it was Romania, and like it wasn't even in Kazakhstan. So like they shot.
And people was like from Romania.
And people were like, "Oh my god!" And look, the Americans. And I'm American. Like I'm telling you, you ask people, like you tell them, "Show me where Kazakhstan." No one knows. Actually, you tell them like Tajikistan, Uzbek. No one knows those countries. So like when I saw that movie, I thought it was hilarious because my father's from Eastern Europe. I can understand the culture, but you're there. You're in Astana, right?
Yeah.
Astana. Is it Astana? Or
Astana.
Astana. Okay, which is like the number one team in Kazakhstan, right?
For this time, yeah.
Right, and you had to adapt to that culture. So what was that like?
Like all.
And what's the language over there? What do they speak?
They speak both language, Kazakh language and Russian.
What is Kazakh language?
It's kind of difficult language. I even not understand.
You don't know any words?
No. Like, and
Now I want to know. Like
I know
Kazakh.
Rahmet. It's thank you.
Rahmet.
It's thank you. Yeah. And it's nice culture.
I gotta admit, I speak pretty good, right?
Yeah, like without accent.
Without accent.
No,
like
no
I could
accent.
get away. You have to hear my Russian accent, man. I have a very good Russian accent. So, but go ahead. Sorry.
And it's amazing culture. People there like amazing. Like they friendly. They really.
How big is the stadium?
I think it was like 40,000.
40,000.
Stadium was.
That's impressive.
I think close to 40.
That's bigger than some stadiums here in the US.
Close to 40,000, and
Wow.
it was with closed roof. Understand? Roof is closed.
Closed roof.
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
Because in winter there's like.
Oh yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. So they actually have a closed. That's very modern. Like there's stadiums here that are not closed.
Yeah.
And the games get rained out or whatever. There they actually. So that means that verifies that Astana is actually a very modern city because
It's modern city. It's nice city for me.
Yeah.
Like it's
What is Kazakhstan known for? Like what do they produce over there? Like do you know?
everything. They have everything.
Really?
They have everything.
Like what?
They have
Like-
oil. They have everything. What you need to be a independent country.
So then why aren't they known more? I don't understand. Like, for example, Colombia. Everybody knows Colombia for two reasons. Coffee and the other thing. I'm not gonna say what it is. Right? Brazil, right? What's Brazil known for? They're known for soccer, right? Italy, they're known for their food, right? France, they're known for their wine, Sweden, they're known for their meatballs. I don't know. I don't know what's famous about Sweden. Poland, they're known for kielbasa, pierogies. What's big? What's Kazakhstan known for?
Some food, I think.
Food?
Yeah, like for local people. Yeah, for local people. But they eat horse. They eat horse. Yeah, it's like traditional Kazakh meat, horse. Yeah.
Horse?
Horse.
No.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. It's traditional Kazakh food. You never know this? Because of this, I tell you, it's very heavy food.
Heavy. Has anyone ever eaten horse? Wait. All right. I'm sorry. Horse. Okay. How do you eat the horse?
A lot of.
Have you had it?
Have
you tried it?
Like salami, I tried like salami.
It's like salami?
I tried like salami, but they have a lot of different
cuts?
Yeah, a lot of different.
Like you can get a tomahawk horse?
Yeah.
Oh my god! All right, all right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All right. Okay. So, all right. So besides the horse that they eat, what else?
And I'm pretty sure you never know, but United States, they have so good relationship with Kazakhstan. For example, when we went to Atarau, it's small city with oil. They have huge community
Maybe they can export the horse.
For American people who work there,
right.
and they build this community like American dream. All of this, like no fence, everything like these houses like in Weston. All of this nice. They built for people who come work from United States. They stay in Kazakhstan. They work there and they live.
So
in this community.
you're saying Astana is like Weston, Florida?
No. I say Atarao. They have some neighborhood, some area, and they built exactly like United States areas, like inside.
Like luxury.
Yes, for people from United States who works there. There are a lot of.
Really?
Yeah, they. Oil.
The oil.
Oil. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay.
They have some company from United States inside of Kazakhstan.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. No, and
Interesting.
it's a rich country. It's a very rich country, and
Of all the stans, right? Because there's a lot of stans, right? Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Pakistan.
Stan is kind of like state, I think.
It's a state.
If
Okay.
you could
So
translate.
Kazakhstan is probably
Kazakhstan is
number
like-
one. No offense to Pakistan, but I mean,
If from this side, probably yes, but they have Azerbaijan.
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 But it's not a stan.
It's Stan. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
It's
That's a
different.
Jan.
Jan. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So
we,
you're okay.
We back to.
Yeah, no, I'm just, look, I'm learning about Kazakhstan, like it's not something like we don't learn about Kazakhstan in school or just don't hear about it much, and it's a shame because the only thing people know about it is that movie, but there's a lot of rich culture there. So I think,
a lot.
it's important for people to understand that. So okay, cool. So you're playing, you're now strength and conditioning coach for Astana.
Yeah.
How long were you there?
2 years.
2 years. How'd you guys do?
First year, pretty well, and we get first position in the league. We play Europa League. We beat Manchester United
You beat Manchester United.
at home. Yeah,
Holy cow.
it's 2-1. No, like
What year was
in
this?
Kazakhstan, in Astana was kind of different level of player. Like there are some players from
Compared to the other team you played for?
Yeah, like it was
Any famous players? And
not for you guys, but for example, for Serbia, it was Antonio Rukavina. It was captain of national team of Serbia. Yeah.
Wow.
He
Well,
played in-
Serbians are great players,
Yeah, and he's
man.
been in Villarreal and Borussia Dortmund.
Okay.
Yeah,
Borussia
like, he's
Dortmund.
most famous player for me.
Wow.
From Astana.
And you beat
We beat
Manchester
Manchester United. Yeah. Was coach Solskjaer.
Oh, Solskjaer, yeah.
Yeah, Solskjaer,
Yeah, he didn't
yeah.
have a good run.
Yeah, like.
He had it rough. I remember.
Yeah, but for us it's also was nice story because like
you beat
in the end of the game,
See, like
inside of our locker room, come to our cell and say, everyone gave bonus $10,000.
For winning that game.
Yeah, for only one game. Yeah, like for $10,000 for everyone.
You too?
Yeah. Like
Good for you. Did you still drive the Subaru?
no, in this time already by Camry.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what were you driving in Astana? Did you have a car or no?
No. There's you don't need car.
You Ubered everywhere.
Yeah,
Do they have Uber in Kazakhstan?
Kind of.
What do you mean kind of?
It's Russian.
Russian Uber?
Like Russian Uber, they call Yandex.
The hell is that?
Russian. Something Russian.
Is there an app? Like you
Yeah,
can,
app, yeah. Yeah, guys, but you have to understand this side of world. It's very modern. It's like
sounds it.
guys.
Everything sounds modern
remember-
except for the horse thing.
I remember
Everything else is
when I
pretty
came to
cool.
United States and I still cannot use Apple Pay for some reason. I don't know. It was 2019,
Yeah,
2018, and there everywhere you can use Apple Pay. I remember this.
Wow.
I was so confused. Like in Astana, in Kazakhstan, in Ukraine, even like you use this, but in this
Let me tell
moment,
you.
like
People have this perception that everywhere in the U.S. is so advanced, and it really isn't. You know what I mean? You have a lot of small cities and towns, or even businesses that don't have things like Venmo, Cash App, Apple Pay, Zelle, Like we're very behind in a lot of areas technologically. I mean, it's like I work in healthcare. I can tell you, you know how backwards our healthcare system is in this country from a technology perspective? You can't pay with a lot of the technologies that you would like to pay. Only now you're starting to see like you can start to pay with Apple Pay and stuff like that. But even a few years ago, let's say you went to the doctor and you wanted to pay your bill, you'd have to like either write a check or you'd have to like pay with cash or you'd have to pay with credit card. They wouldn't even take Apple Pay. So I'm not surprised. And look, aren't there a lot of like famous software developers in Eastern Europe, like in Kazakhstan and a lot of those countries? So from a technical standpoint, some of the most brilliant technology people come from Eastern Europe, right?
Yeah.
Like, Anton, who's a friend of ours. I mean, he's an incredible software developer, right?
A lot of persons from IT technology, they work here. From this side.
Yeah. There's so much talent in Ukraine,
Belarus.
in Poland, in Belarus, in I'm sure Kazakhstan, and I think that goes to the education over there, right? Like when they're going to school, they focus heavily on technology and software, correct?
I don't think so. Like it's, like my opinion, like
when you go on, like
we have good education, but our dream, it's get something more. Understand? And we fight for this.
Yeah.
And sometimes what I feel here, people have everything and they don't know how to fight for this. They get everything for
they take everything for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And unless you've been over there, you don't realize how good you have it here, right? I think that's a fair statement. I remember when I lived in Europe for a few years and I came back to the US, wow, how I looked at the United States differently. Having lived in Europe, having lived in Italy, lived in Germany, lived in Spain, and then coming back to the US, my perspective totally changed. And that's something I always tell my kids. I'm like, go live in Europe, go live in Israel, go live in South America, go live in other countries so you could see how freaking good you have it in this country.
And if we're back to Kazakhstan, they alwast say this word, some people go to market and they hungry. And some people...
To the supermarket.
No, just market.
Right.
And some people come back from market and they full. And you have to be people who go to market. You have to be hungry if you want to get some result. If you want
in life.
In life, of course.
Oh,
in life.
100%.
In life. Because if you're full, if you are already like...
One of my close friends, he's a surgeon, and he's probably one of the biggest surgeons in the world in his specialty. And I work with him. We do a lot of work together, and a lot of times we'll complete a project, and he'll be very victorious. Like either getting more patients or getting a big award or something big happens in his career, and I'll be like, "Look, man, you're at the mountaintop," and you know what he'll say to me? Joe, there's always another level. You can always push for more.
Yeah.
And that mentality is what I think a lot of us in this country don't have. We don't have that mentality of we're just satisfied. You know what I mean? We don't push to go to a next level. And that's, it's a good kind of segue into kind of where we're going, right? Because people have this mentality here in this country where it's like, I'm okay being average, but you could be so great if you just pushed yourself, if you got uncomfortable, there's a famous saying from Les Brown, okay? He's a motivational speaker. He's a black guy. I don't know where he's from. I think he's from like up north. And he said something on one of his motivational speeches that I still to this day believe in. If you do what is hard, life will be easy. But if you do what is easy, life will be hard. Or it might be the other way around. If you do what is easy, life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, life will be easy. And what that means is you have to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation if you want to grow. When you are comfortable, that is the most dangerous place to be in.
You know, grow.
Am I not wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
Correct.
You're right.
That's what forces us to grow as humans, is when we're forced to face a fear, when we're forced to be uncomfortable. For me in my life, the only way I've grown is when I've had to get really, really uncomfortable. You think it's easy to get in front of a camera and like talk? It's not. But once you do it, and once you get comfortable doing it, like look, when you started this interview, you're like, I'm a little nervous. Are you nervous now? No. You're like, oh, whatever, we're just talking, right? And I think that's the thing with like people just in general in life. Like you have to be willing to get uncomfortable if you want to go to that next level. So now let's transition. You end up in the US, right? You leave Astana, right? And you end up here. What happens? You basically have to start over, don't you?
I start from zero.
Zero.
From zero. I
So-
think maybe if we have some level under zero, I start from there.
So nobody knew you here.
Nobody knew me.
And was Dade County the first opportunity you had?
Yeah, yes.
What did you do when you first got here? Like okay, so you're this Ukrainian guy, you leave this big team in Kazakhstan, you end up in South Florida. You're here, you're like, shit, I got to start now. I got to figure out what to do. You brought your wife, you have children, right?
Yeah. I have some connection with Artyom.
With Artem.
Yeah. And by the chance,
He was already here.
he was already here, and you give to him opportunity
I hired him.
to be a head coach.
Coach, yes.
But he is like don't have no one experience with this,
yes.
and he called to me like
How did we meet? I'm trying to remember.
it's also me with you or with Artyom. What do you mean?
No, Artem came to. So
First came
Artem
Artyom.
came to. We had a tryout. Okay, he came with Anton to the tryout, but you
Yes.
weren't there. I think someone said, "I know a guy that you should
No,
meet."
I've been there, but he asked me like, can you help me with warm up and with the structure a little bit?
And then you showed up one day.
Yeah.
I remember this. I remember this. And we met, and I remember telling Eve out, the other co-founder of Dade County, I said, this guy's interesting. I don't know anything about him, but you have an interesting personality, You were a little different, Like Artem's very, quiet. You were a little more fiery.
We different with Artyom, but he's nice person and he's like good coach.
Yeah.
For now.
So then we hired you. I don't even know what did we hire you as? Like, how did you get hired? Like, what was your first job for Dade County?
I don't. No, you are like invite me and say like, man, we already signed with Artyom, but we want to keep you. Just let's do under 21 team.
Yes.
And like, okay.
So people can understand the history, and I'll talk about this quick. When Chris Bart Williams, who has passed away, was our coach, okay? His idea was we need to have two teams. We need to have a first team and we need to have a second team, just like in Europe, right? The second team was a U23 team.
Yeah.
So he was very passionate about having a U23 team. Up to that point, Dade County only had one team, okay? But he's like, you need to have a farm system. You need those players fighting to get on the first team. So we started it with Chris. Chris went away. We needed a new coach, and we needed to have someone to continue running the U23. And that's where you came in, and you took over for the U23s.
Yeah.
And I remember when Chris left, a lot of the players were upset. They're like, well, if Chris isn't here, I'm not going to be here, right? And I understood that because people came for Chris. So I thought our U23 program was going to fall apart, but you brought it back.
No, it was nice. It was good.
No. You brought it back. And when people got to know you and they got to know your style, everyone became very interested in playing for you because you were very different than Chris. You had a very intense, almost crazy energy on the field. And I mean that in a good way, Igor. You had this intensity on the field that a lot of these young guys that were like 18, 19, 20, they respected the hell out of you. They're like, dude, who is this guy pushing us to another level? And our U23s, I remember when we started, we had a great U23 team, but that next season it fell apart. And I remember having to borrow players from the first team and drop them down to play on the U23s just so we had enough for the roster. But you know what happened? Word started to spread. Other people started to say, hey, Dade County is building something different. They've got these coaches from Eastern Europe that are like, I used to joke, you guys were like Ivan Drago. You know the movie Rocky?
Yeah.
I must break you. Like that was how you guys were. And I told these guys, listen, when you come play for the Ukrainians, they don't fuck around. They're serious. They are ready to fucking destroy. And you brought that intensity, and it became very, very apparent. And I told Artem, I'm like, Artem, I want you to run this team like you ran your teams in Ukraine. I want these guys to be killers. Make them killers. And I told you the same thing, Igor. Make them killers. And that's what you did.
Thank you.
No, that's what you did, man. I recognize that. So you coached the U23, and what was that like for you? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's nice experience to me.
Why was it nice? What was the challenge you had with coaching U23?
No, I saw how boys growing, how they get my.
What did you think when you first saw these kids? Be honest.
Honestly, it's terrible.
What's terrible?
Level.
What? Why?
Level of the kids, because we take everyone because we don't have enough numbers, and
so we didn't have enough players, but with
yeah.
the players we had, what was wrong with them?
With them, like, what I feel in this moment. I feel like they want to fight, but sometimes they don't want to play, and
like they're lazy.
No, fight. They won't fight. They won't fight, but they don't know how to play because.
What do you mean
football,
by that?
Soccer, it's a game.
Yeah.
It's of course it's fights part of this, but it's a game. You have to play. You have to play with them like in chess. You have to give some difficult situation to your opponent, and your opponent should be not so comfortable with.
Give me an example of what you mean by that.
For example, with the tactic, I was so surprised when I do something tactical skills to.
Like what? Like what?
I'm gonna explain it right now. Some to our team and our opponents, they don't know what to do with this, because like they in this level. I don't say about all coaches here, but in this level, some coaches like they was confused what we have to do. Like if I put to my right and left back inside of the field. And they make.
When you say right and left back inside of the field,
I move them like when we have control the ball. I move them inside of the field, and like they play overload with the players in this middle of the.
So you
pitch.
took our right and left back, and you actually made them attacking players.
Not attacking players. I just midfielders players.
Midfielders.
Extra midfielder players. Inside.
So you strengthen the midfield with the two backs.
Yeah, and like I have extra players there, and some teams I saw like they not understand how they should fix this situation, because we have overload of players there, and they like always open players.
So you outcoached the other coach, technically, mentality-wise, like a chess match, right? Like in chess, you're trying to get the king, right?
Yeah.
So what do? You position your players to the point where your king is trapped.
Yeah.
So that's what you were doing.
Yeah, like it was interesting for me because I understand how to handle this, and I saw how they don't know what to do with this. And for now, after 2 years, I have like more experience. They start also, like.
And let me tell you, we're gonna talk about your post Dade County days, but what I saw you do with that team was insane. We were beating teams. I think we beat a team 14-1.
Yeah.
And when you saw how our team played, it was like watching amateurs versus professionals. Like tactically, technically, the way we just overloaded these players on the field, the way the team moved, the positioning, it was like an orchestra on the field. It really was.
Joe, but if you have best coach on the world, but if you don't have good players, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Thank you for you and thank you for Ewood. You collect good players.
Well, it wasn't easy, you know. But I
You
think
collect-
you know
you-
what happens with good players. Like here's what our theory is: good players always want to play with players that are better than them, right? So if you see your team has a bunch of shitty players on it, you don't want to play on that team. But if you see your team has 4 or 5 guys that are good, you want to be around those guys because it's going to make you a better player. So what I found was, let's go get some killers, and killers want to be around killers. They all want to play together. So what happened with Dade County? Dade County became full of what I call killers. Every position, everyone fought like a dog to start because you wanted to be with the best players on the team. And that's why we overloaded everybody, you know? And we didn't have that all the years. It was very tough for us to get those good players. But when you guys came over, the mentality kind of just shifted. We had all the history. We had Chris Bart Williams. We had the start of Dade County. We had Ewood, the ex-pro from Holland. We had Danny Revivo, who played Division II in Sweden. We had Rafa, who played in Brazil. He played at a high level. Where did he play?
No idea.
I mean,
he's a good player.
He's a great player. We had this guy Bougie, who came from Little Haiti. Okay,
Bougie and as a second one,
John Bentley.
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 Yeah.
These guys.
I still have some connection with them.
No, I spoke to them the other day. They left Haiti to come to us because they saw that the pieces we were putting together. Our goalkeeper, didn't he play for like the national team?
But he played in professional, but I'm not sure in national team, but he was in professional.
He was. What country? What country? Was
Belarus.
Belarus.
Yeah.
Our goalkeeper was from a professional team in Belarus. We started to get players from all over, right? And everyone saw Dade County is doing something different. They're doing something that other teams aren't doing. Why? Because we pushed for this European mentality. I was very strict on that. And a lot of the kinds of, let's play more South American style. I'm like, no, we are going to play European style. And we're going to have South American players, but they're going to adapt to our style or they're going to leave. And that's what happened. Like we had a Venezuelan player. He was a very good player. But this guy, he didn't want to play for the team. He wanted to play for himself, you know? And I said, I was like, brother, you're a great technical player. You're very good. And he knows exactly who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say his name. And I had a lot of respect for the guy. But he didn't want to pass the ball. He thought the whole game was about him. And the game was about the team. And you guys, you knew how to take the best players and make them shine, but also make them play as a team. And you held everybody accountable, which is what I loved about the way you guys coached. So
thank you, Joe.
No, I mean it was a great job. In Dade County, the men's team went on to win the championship. You even came over and took over for the women's team.
Yeah.
And look, I have so much respect for Manu and for Felix and for what they built. They're great people, man. I love Felix, you know, and I hated the way things ended, but I was so frustrated that our women's team, we had national team players on our women's team, okay? And I was so frustrated with our women's team that I wanted to win the WPSL. It was our first time. I spent a lot of money me and we spent a lot of money and effort. We rented a bus. We're like the best women's team in Miami-Dade County. And we were losing to teams that we should beat. And I don't take anything away from them, but we needed to do something different. I needed a killer approach. And I remember you came in and everybody was pissed when we made the change. I remember people left the team. But what happened? You destroyed the first team we played. You beat them 5-0. It was a slaughter. And I said it. I'm like, I guarantee you, if Igor comes in, this thing is going to shift overnight. And, you know, this Gen Z age, you know, the women were like, they were all pissed at me. They're like, you know, screw Joe, you know, this and that. And I'm like, yeah, screw me. But you know what? You fucking killed your last game. And if you would have just stuck with Igor, you guys would have probably won every game. From then on because of your mentality.
Oh, same. Like level of this girls was amazing.
It was
like,
good.
No level.
It was insane.
Some of them like amazing players.
All right, let's move on. So the Dade County period comes to an end. me and Ewood are tired. We needed a break. We ran this team for 4 years. We needed a little bit of break. He just had his second child. I have so much going on with work. So you move on. Where did you end up?
And like when you spoke before about got accident, I just, I didn't know what I have to do. And I just want to continue with my job, what I did previously. And I don't want to do something else. And I started do some beach training session for the kids. I started to get some numbers. And then one day, one woman come to me and ask me, "Are you coach?" Yes. You see, I'm with the ball and coach your kids. Yes,
right.
I'm coach.
Yeah.
I have a opportunity to you. I looking for coach. I look at her and I ask her, "For you? For yourself?" No. She's telling me I have a husband, and not for myself.
Right.
For my team. I say, okay, it's interesting to me.
What age?
Just send me your contact. I gonna send my CV to you.
Yeah.
And like this, I get my new job in Weston Select in Weston, and I meet amazing people there. It's Jan, it's Tom, it's.
What age is what age were you coaching?
It was, I start from U10 and I think U12.
Which is the best age.
And now I have 3 teams U13, one more.
That's
team.
such a fun age.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good experience to me.
Yeah. Probably one of the favorite teams I ever coached was my U10 team. When I had an academy, Venezia FC, and these kids, they were just, I have so many great memories from that team, playing for Venice FC Miami. We won tournaments. We lost tournaments, but when you could develop a player that's 8 or 9 years old and you can teach them the game, it is such a beautiful experience. Do you agree?
I agree with you for 100%. And what I feel for now, I did good job for these 2 years.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And it's not about only my feeling. It's what
the parents feel.
Come to me, and I feel some kids growing. Some kids growing, and
Well, let's talk about the parents real quick, because obviously I've been in the soccer scene down here for almost 20 years. I have 2 boys that played. They played from very young ages. They played travel teams. They played for different clubs, South Miami. We started teams, Pinecrest Premier. They didn't play in high school, which to me was very sad. I played all 4 years of high school and college. But talk about the parents a little bit and what that culture is like versus Europe, because I can tell you my experience. I can tell you from my experience, when you're dealing with parents, okay, the coach wants to do his job. And parents today, for the most part, are what I call helicopter parents, right? That's a saying we have here in the U.S. They're so protective of their kids, right? And if their kid's not getting enough playing time, if their child is not the star, if another kid is better than their child, if they don't like the coach, if they don't like the parents, they try to get so involved and they don't let the kid just enjoy the game.
Do you know why?
And I myself am guilty of that, because I did that with my own kids. So I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I became so frustrated coaching kids. It wasn't because of the kids. It was because of the parents. So what's your take on that?
Do you know why?
Why?
I have a quick answer.
Yeah, what?
Because they pay for this.
Because they pay.
That's
it's a pay-to-play system.
That's it. For now, it's a killer to all young system for United States. It's a killer.
Yeah.
If you go back to Europe, the different model. It's a totally different model.
And let's talk about pay to play.
But if you back to parents, yes, you say everything what I think.
Of course,
it's everything clear.
Look,
parents involved too much. They involved about time. They involved about process. They try always touch something with hands. I say, guys, if you do something in your normal life, if you are a businessman, if you're a lawyer, do you want your somebody trusts to you, to your job, nobody. You come to doctor and say, hey, I think you are like, give me wrong pills.
Well, that's a great example. You go to the doctor's office and you say, the doctor says, this is your diagnosis. And you say, I was looking up on Google and Google says that I have this. You know how much that pisses off a doctor? Because the patient is going in telling the doctor, this is how you should diagnose me or treat me.
Yeah, and
that's how it is. It's like, there's a reason the coach is on the field. He has experience. Let the coach do their job.
I tell you one more, like, and some of them, like, I watched Top Gun like 10 times in my life.
Yeah.
But I still cannot fly
a plane.
A plane.
Correct.
It's same. They think if they watch a game couple times, they're gonna understand these games. Unfortunately, guys, it's a big issue, but it's okay. We can handle it.
Well, look, you talked about it being the killer in this country, and I couldn't agree more. I've as a parent, as a player, as a coach, and now as an owner of a team, when Ewood came to me to start Dade County FC, I had just sold off Venice FC Miami, okay, which I was very passionate about. We had 100 kids on that program, okay? I was extremely passionate. I was destroyed when I had to sell. I didn't even want to sell the club. I wanted to keep it going. But there was so much toxicity with the parents. And I look, I've already moved past that. I forgive all that, But the parents, they wanted to control everything. And for me, I was just like, I had a rule. When we trained, I made the parents sit in the stands. And they'd be sitting there just pissed. They wanted to come on the field. They wanted to see their little Johnny running with the ball. And I'm like, stay on the seats or don't go sit in your car. Let us do our jobs. Let us train these kids. And it became so intense that eventually I was just like, you know what? I'm not making any money doing this shit. Like, I'm literally doing this. I'm fighting with the parents to train your child, to make your child a better player. Like, I'm not going to keep fighting you with this. So that was what drained me from being a coach.
Joe,
and
they should trust. They should trust. They should trust.
They don't. They don't.
And yeah.
And that goes just in general. Like, forget soccer, Like, when we were kids, when I was a kid, my parents would kick me out of the house after school, and I would be playing until 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I'd have to come home for dinner and eat. Now,
same.
Kids don't ride their bikes in the street. No, Johnny, there's too many cars. Parents don't let their kids fail. You have to fail if you want to grow and learn, right?
That's true.
That's the only way you're going to learn. You have to let your kids fail. And people today, all over the United States, not just in Miami, all over the United States, they're so protective. The moms, the dads, they're so protective of their little precious babies that they don't let them grow.
Guys,
and then they're 18 and they don't know what to do with their life, right?
I have some nice story with some of parent, and he come to me. He was like a little bit shocked. His son didn't play too much, and he come to me as coach. He, rules with 50%. He didn't play 50%, and I tell him, hey man, if you trust me, I know what I do. Just give me time. After 3 months, he come to me and say, thank you. My son growing, he's the best of the best right now, and everybody sees this. And I thought, you don't need push me. I know what to do.
Right.
I know what to do. Just trust.
It's like when you hire a plumber. You go to the plumber and say, hey, I read on YouTube that you could use this pipe. They're going to look at you, what are you, fucking crazy?
It's exactly.
It's the same shit. Same thing in soccer, Now, you're right. The pay to play is what's killing this country. How many people are in the United States?
But you have to understand.
Hundreds of millions of people.
United States, it's most huge country with talent.
Yes.
Guys, if you tell me like, all our talent go to NFL, all our talent go to NBA. No, in soccer you have so many talents. But after 16, 17 years, you lost a lot of good players, unfortunately.
Because of the system.
Because of the system, yeah.
Because you get worn out, when did you travel in tournaments and stuff? Did you do all that? Like I remember when we had Venice, and even before, we'd go to like the West Pines tournament, and we won. We I'll never forget, our U16 team was put together by Davide Favaro, who was the technical director, and we had an Argentinian coach, and the team was made up of 15-year-olds and 14-year-olds. And I said to them, you're going to play 1 year up. And the parents were like, no, they have to play with their age. I'm like, no, they don't. When they go to high school, they're going to be playing against seniors, people 4 years older. When you go to college, you're going to be playing against men. And guess what? In Europe, when you turn 16, you play against guys that are 25 years old. So I think your precious baby can play 1 year up. And many of the parents, they were so upset. And guess what happened? They fucking won West Pines. They won playing up 1 year. And you know why? Because we made them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you grow.
Right. Only way we can grow.
Right?
Yeah.
So do you do that with your kids? Like, do you push them to play older players?
Oh, yeah. And
Because I'm a big believer in play against guys 4 years older than you.
Depends of kids. Depends of kids, because sometimes you have to understand. Sometimes
They don't have the level.
They don't have a level, and sometimes they should drop. For them, forget this confidence.
Yes.
And then they can grow and grow. It's everything like you have to understand, Joe. It's depends of situation.
Of course.
You cannot ever. For some players, they ready jump off next year. They're ready. For some players, they still need. They don't have a muscle. They don't have like so fast brain. They should stay in this level. It's
I'll tell you a quick story. I had a player when I was at South Miami. I was coaching U9, and there was a kid. His name is Sebastian Otero, and I'll never forget this story. He was small. He was small and he was bulky. But man, he could take on 5 guys by himself. He was stocky, and he would score with his left, with his right. He had a banger. He could score from anywhere. So I came to his father. His father came, and I said, we were playing guys like much bigger than us. And the parents would be like, Joe, why are we playing against such big guys? I'm like, because that's how they're going to learn. You got to put them in uncomfortable situations. At 9 years old, U9, I had them playing against older guys. So this guy had so much heart, I'll never forget. He broke his arm one game. He had a broken arm. He didn't want to come off the field. He's like, Coach, I need to play. I need to play. And I said, you don't belong here. You belong in a tougher academy. And I sent him to Weston. And after the year, I told the father, I said, listen, the level here is only so good. There's nowhere here in Miami that I would actually send your son. Take him to Weston and make him play at Weston, because they have a much more organized level. Well, guess what happened? When he turned 14, you know who called him? Inter Miami.
Yeah.
Inter Miami called him, and they picked him for the team. And he even made like the U14 national team. And he sent me a text. I hadn't heard from him in years. And he's like, Joe, I just want to thank you for pushing me. I just got selected to Inter Miami. And like, I got a little sad, because I was just like,
my best player.
I knew it. I fucking knew he was going to go, right? And now he's in the Inter Miami system, and he went as far as he could go. And I think he's playing in college now. And we actually sent him to Europe. Ewood and I sent him to Holland. And he was a very good player. He was playing on Inter Miami's, I think it was second or third team. And they would see Messi all the time. And I remember we had a game, Dade County had a game against Inter Miami's, second or third team, I think it was. And I saw him. And I saw Sebastian playing. I'm like, Sebastian, you remember me? And he hugged me, and his father hugged me. And I said, and his father looked sad. I'm like, what's the matter? And he goes, I just can't get him to the first team. He can't make that jump. I'm like, because you still have him playing. You need to test him, man. I've told you this for years. So you know what we did? We sent him to Holland. We sent him to play to try out with 2 teams in second division. And he was like one of the best players on Inter Miami's U19 team. Well, Ewood and I contacted his mother, who I remembered, his mother's a great lady, and the father, and we coordinated a trip, and we sent him to Holland. And Holland, as you know, some of the best football in the world. Well, you know what happened? They didn't take him. And this was second division. This wasn't even first division.
I know answer.
And you know why? He wasn't a complete player. They said, yeah, he's technically good with the ball, but he doesn't defend. He doesn't understand the mentality of the game. And it was a very humbling experience for him, And look, he's a great player. I'm sure he's doing good in college and everything, but you have to put yourself in an environment that's much tougher than yours if you want to grow. Do you agree?
I
know you agree.
We can speak about the level and why he didn't make it this. My question to you, how many hours per week use kids U12, U13 in Europe if they play for academy? How many hours for football?
I don't know. I'm asking.
18 hours.
18 hours a week.
Minimum in a week. You know how many hours use, for example, some academies here?
What?
8, 9, probably 10. And now just count it for full years. How many hours they less?
Less.
Every week. It's different. It's make it different. No, I understand for United States it's not so easy because you have to make a school, everything
But you have to do that in other countries too.
Yeah, you don't have time. But there's they live there, schedule of normal academy. You wake up, have small breakfast, you have training session, 1 hour and a half, then you go to school.
And that's a difference here,
school,
man. And that's
again some lunch. After lunch, you go to again training session. After training session, you go to gym, recovery. You don't make some homework, and just you focus on this. Here is a little bit different.
So, okay, so you're coaching kids, right? You're developing players, right? I have to. This will be we're coming to the end of the show, but I want to read something funny because, I've been obviously running Dade County we ran it for 4 years. We took a break. We had such great memories. The players had such a good time. And I felt like we had some unfinished business with Dade County. We just won a championship, but I felt there was another level that we could reach, And I said, how would we reinvent Dade County? And we've done some amazing things with this club. And I laugh, Igor, because I sent you a text message, and I'm going to read your reply because I thought it was hilarious. But I send you a message. I'm like, this was on May 13th. I'm like, they thought the culture was dead. We're waking the monster up. Talking about Dade County. I need my general. Referring to you. We are bringing Dade County back, and I want you on the podcast to tell the real story of how you walked away from Europe to build an empire in Miami. Let's ride. And then you write back to me, right? Brother, you already know I've always believed in the vision. What you're building is bigger than football. It's culture, mentality, identity. Dade County has too much talent and too much history to stay asleep forever. I respect the mission, and I'd be honored to come on the podcast and tell the real story. Europe, the sacrifices, the mentality, and why Miami is the next chapter. We're not just building teams, we're building something people will remember. Let's wake the monster up. Now, when I first heard that, I was like, wow, what a nice thing for Igor to say. I never heard you speak so eloquently, and I didn't put the two and two together. But then, as we started to get closer to the podcast, you told me, you're like, listen, man, there's some things I can and I can't talk about. And I'm like, okay, well, here's the questions we're going to talk about on the podcast. And then you basically send me this message. and I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's too long, but you're like, hey, Joe, first of all, thank you for the respect and for the quality of these questions. I truly appreciate the depth and the energy behind the interview. And I'm like, this doesn't sound like Igor. There's a few topics that because of my situation, I prefer not to discuss in detail. In particular, I want to avoid these topics. And you start going down a bullet point of list, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then you say, but I'm absolutely open to speaking about football, philosophy, mentality, leadership, player development, culture, differences between European and American football, Dade County FC, rebuilding through football, the legacy I hope to leave in the game. And I'm like, dude, this guy's like writing a novel. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then you go on to say, I think we could have a very deep conversation that's very productive on the mentality between the gap of Europe and America, how players are developed. And I'm like, this fucking guy's using AI.
Yeah, I need a quick answer.
So I'm like, he's using AI to freaking answer me.
Yeah.
Right? So I start to read this and I'm like, is he using AI? So I read the whole thing. I'm like, so I write back, first, Igor, put down the chat GPT. Like, talk to me
And
straight.
you know my answer?
And then you told me you're using Claude.
I don't use ChatGPT, I use Claude.
So I'm like, this guy has been writing to me in Claude, you know, and I'm sitting here. But look, I respect it because I use Claude. Everybody uses AI.
But
There's nothing wrong with
when you
that.
need like a
There's
quick
nothing
answer
wrong with
and
that.
it's have to be official, it's make your life easier.
So look, I respect you for owning that. And I use it too, man. I use AI. Shay uses AI. Do you use AI? Yeah. Everybody uses. We all use a little bit too much AI.
When you send me the question, you also use AI. Because I know this question because I know what AI know about me.
I'll admit I did, but then I was just like, okay, enough with the AI. Answer me straight, Igor.
No, because I work with AI a lot, and I know some information about myself, and
right.
it sent me all information what you sent to me,
right.
like about all this some issue, about all of this situation. Yeah, like I know everybody use AI.
So let's close with this. Dade County, are you ready to bring the monster back?
Yeah.
Ready to do it? All right. So Dade County is going to be going to a tournament June 20th. It's a 7v7 goal gala tournament. It's a $10,000 grand prize. And we've already knocked on the door and we've already made the deposit. And that'll be the first tournament that Igor...
and Artyom?
Artem, I don't know if he's playing. I think he might play, but who knows? We'll see. We're getting the old gang back together, so I think it should be a fun tournament. And where do you see yourself, man? Like in the future, what's next for you?
It's a good question. I think about this a lot. I spoke with my family. What I want to do here. Be honest.
I can see you coaching at a higher level.
Be honest, I want to try myself to a different level.
Yeah.
But for everything you need time.
Yes.
And I understand this, and I just wait for this time, wait for this opportunity, and wait for this moment. I should be ready for this moment for 100%. When God give me this moment, I'm gonna use him.
Well, Artem, I called you Artem. Igor, thank you for taking the time. I appreciate you coming out. And stay tuned for bonus clips and episode 9, which will be a totally different episode. You won't want to miss it. Thank you, everybody. We good?